Matt, tough loss today. What do you think the difference was for you guys?
I think the effort was there. As most people know, we were trying to ramp up our defense and make sure that that effort was there, and I think it was. But it's all for naught if you don't play smart too. I'd say perimeter oriented. They're a very good three-point shooting team for them, and we didn't play great three-point defense, and it starts with everyone. Bigs, guards, everyone. We didn't make a small floor for them. We sort of let them dictate how they want to run their offense.
Isaiah, they played a lot of zone. Can you just talk about how, if you guys were ready for that and how that might have changed kind of the complexion of how things worked out?
We talked about them maybe playing a little bit of zone. I think they played it quite a bit more than we thought. So, altogether, I just feel like the team wasn't ready. Coach and staff puts things together for us to read, scouting reports and everything, gives us what to run, when to run, and we just didn't execute.
How can that be when you had a whole week to prepare?
Sometimes
People get lackadaisical.
It's a long week. You get lackadaisical, and then the ball gets thrown up, and then you're just not mentally ready. You might be physically ready, but mentally you're just a little bit slow, and you could see that, which is why they started off on their run at the beginning of the game.
How do you guys get out of that lackadaisical funk?
Just gotta hold each other more accountable and make sure that we're ready.
We're gonna have to come together as a team and make sure that it means a lot more than maybe it showed today. Although I think guys played hard, we got to put it all together. It's something where we need to circle our troops together and just say, hey, we're trying to play for a Big East championship. We're trying to play for the NCAA tournament. When it comes down to it, we got to do that.
At the end of the day, it's just a little bit of adversity. We went through it at the beginning of the year, and we bounced back pretty nicely. We just need to make sure that we regroup. It's a quick turnaround. Forget about this game. We lost it. It's over with. We need to get ready for Villanova because it's at Villanova. Tough place to win. We need to get back on the roll.
Matt, knowing how hard it is to win on the road, the Big East, to lose one at home, you have a feeling just how much this hurts?
It definitely hurts, but we're not going to try to, dress it up and treat it as more than what it is, which is it's a loss. And we're going to have to be road warriors and go into Villanova and play our hearts out. We know it's going to be a tough one. They're a great team. Obviously, you can tell by how well they've been doing, and we're just going to have to play hard and be road warriors.
At the end of the day, everyone usually loses one at home. So one slips through the cracks, and we just need to make sure this is our one, and end the year strong.
Give a lot of credit to Seton Hall. They did a great job. Their zone bothered us the majority of the game. And you combine that with the amount of turnovers that we had that led to points. To me, that was the biggest difference in the game. We have turned into a really good free throw shooting team. I think we're first in the Big East in free throw percentage. But today was a subpar effort at the line. We go 57%. And again, when you turn the ball over as many times as we did, and I don't mean dead ball turnovers, steals that lead to easy points for the opponent, we just put ourselves behind the 8 ball, and not a good performance.
How would you assess the defense today, just knowing that was a big focal point coming in?
Not good enough to win.
What about three-point shooting? Did you feel like you had good opportunities down the stretch?
No, I thought in the last 2 or 3 minutes we took some shots that we need to get better looks in the last 2 or 3 minutes of a close ball game. Just because it's a 5-point game or a 7-point game, you don't start swinging for the fences. You go with base hits, and you try to get it back by 2 points at a time. You execute your way out of trouble. You don't try to shoot your way out of trouble. That's what we did or tried to do.
Do you expect to see a lot more zone from teams down the stretch of the season?
Well, it wasn't necessarily a true zone. They did a really good job of matching up. So it was sort of a hybrid between zone and man, and our job wasn't necessarily to identify it or diagnose the problem. It was solve the problem, and we didn't do a good enough job of that. And when our guards, our starting backcourt goes for 10 turnovers, it doesn't matter if they're in zone, man. They're going to have a tough time, winning the game. And I think, again, when those turnovers result in easy baskets the other way, or 3-on-2s, 4-on-3s, spray out 3-point shots, you're going to have a tough time stopping the other team defensively.
Coach, knowing the premium on winning road games in the Big East, to lose one at home, does it hurt more? Does it mean more when you lose a road game?
Well, it just hurts, period, when you lose. A game coming in, we felt we were ready to play, but the first 4 or 5 minutes, it was pretty apparent, at least from my vantage point, that we weren't. And so that's really disappointing, whether it's home or away. But this is the first home game we lost all year. It's not a good feeling, and so we head to the road on Monday against Villanova.
From a coaching standpoint, how do you, I guess, you start pushing buttons? I mean, is it, or where do you go to?
I just go back to my office and I watch film and try to figure out how to make our team better.
Don't look for home runs, like you were saying. You just start going back to the basics.
Just got to give the team what it needs, and we got to figure out what we have to get better at. And we need, our upperclassmen and the players that have scholarships here to help figure out the deal. And it starts with their effort and their understanding of what we're trying to get done. And it was a tough one.
What do you want to see different Monday night, Coach, compared to today?
Well, when you play a top 10 or whatever they are team in the country on their court, you better be ready to play. And again, I think no disrespect to Seton Hall, but the first 3 or 4 minutes, I didn't feel like our team was ready to play. When Fuquan Edwin is coming off stagger screens, and it's almost like we have no idea that he's coming off stagger screens, getting 3-point shots early in the game. When we go for shot fakes on Alda, who shot fakes every time he touches the ball, and it was talked about, then that attention to detail, that readiness to play, wasn't where it needed to be. It better be there on Monday night, because if it's not, we're going to be in trouble.